Hello and welcome. Airborne Ernesto here. Access to an early access game that I've had on my wish list for a while. It's called Norland. Before we start, I should note this version has a limit of 40 in-game days. This is early access. So we're just going to be taking a look here. I'm going to go ahead and hit start. And we're going to tune down this music volume here. But it looks like we have a decent amount of options so far. I don't see a advanced option for any of the graphical settings, but that's okay. We're still early. So Norland is, I guess, being created by a company called Long Jaunt. They are headquartered in London. And they said that this game was inspired by RimWorld, Crusader Kings, and Caesar. And it is a story generating theme. So I'm a huge fan of Crusader Kings and RimWorld. So similarly to how the story generation happens in RimWorld, I would imagine is similar to what goes on in this game. So they just some of the key features that they list in their press kit. Sounds like you're going to be able to control a noble family, assign them tasks, and have multiple members, and how they build relationships between themselves and some of the settlers that are going to be in your play area, I would imagine. There's going to be a crime feature, rioting, armies defending, intrigue. So I would imagine that's going to be something like Total War or Crusader Kings, I guess would be a good one since they mentioned that. So we're going to take a look at what this is like. I have not played the tutorial. I actually gained access to this a week ago, but I've been working and I haven't had a chance to delve in and see what's going on with this. I wouldn't say necessarily a review, but more of a first look, as I'm going into this blind right now. I really haven't seen even videos or anything like that. I've barely watched the trailers for this game. So there is a tutorial option. I don't know if I want to do that. If it's like RimWorld and Crusader Kings, I feel like I'm gonna figure it out. So I think we're just going to go new game for now. Down this a little bit more. Okay, well, with a lot of new mechanics. Okay, well, if they're recommending it, might be a good idea.
Nearly 200 years have passed since the end of the devastating religious war. The empire fell, and its former provinces eventually became barbarian kingdoms. The church managed to revive hope, and peace and prosperity reigned over the ruins of the former civilization. Over time, the influence of the church only grew. But history is cyclical, and power cannot remain in one's hands for long. Wars between kingdoms flare up one after another. Hunger and poverty force people to abandon their homes and seek refuge in neighboring settlements. Can your dynasty unite the kingdoms and halt the advance of the Dark Ages? From this moment on, history is written by you.
All right, here we are. I forgot to mention this game is slated to be released July 18th of 2024. So this is, you know, about a month in 10 days prior to that. So, welcome to Norland. You're in charge of helping a noble family of lords who own a province in Norland achieve prosperity, security, and personal ambitions. Your lords obey your command, but they also have their own will. The history is just beginning. Cool. So, right away giving Rimworldy vibes, but I like the transitions for the walls. So select him. Voynadar. Check on his mood. So they have moodlets, it looks like, just like the other games. Basic needs are food and rest. Yep, that makes sense. Oh, you only control the noble family. Okay, so that's gonna be new mechanic for me anyway. Instructions given by managing lords are sufficient for 3 days on average. One lord can manage 7 to 10 buildings. Well, manager Miroslava, and then I guess she's gonna give out orders, it sounds like. Okay. Workers are now aware of your plans and ready to start building. Wood is primary source using construction. First priority is to build a lumber mill. So here comes the building mechanic. Looks like they know where we want to place this. Let's do it. Looks like the frame rate is capped at 60. I don't think VSync was on. That might just have something to do with the game speed, which I'm okay with that, especially with these type of top-down graphic style. All right. So now we need to assign a manager for the new buildings. Select lumber mill, assign a manager. Okay. Might as well just make her in charge of that too. So alcohol helps relieve fatigue. I'm guessing that's kind of their after work thing here. We'll do until 100 units. I guess we're making moonshine. Boroslav sounds like a great name for making moonshine. During the day they'll work, in the evening they'll attend personal matters, so they get paid every day, purchasing goods and drinking beer. Finances. Let's see. So we have daily expenses. We're spending about 72 gold a day. And then we can sell resources to peasants. Regulating the prices. Okay, so it's just an economy thing here where we have to set prices enough to offset our daily expenses, it looks like. So we can use the gold, I'm assuming, to trade with the Holy Caravan here. And they arrive once every 3 days. You start selling too much of one product, the sale price will decrease. That makes sense. Sell 30 units of moonshine. Okay, is there a way to do this faster? Shift click, it looks like. Oh, I guess we're selling 31. Buy the Hop and Field beer book. Study in the library through knowledge menu. Okay, open knowledge menu. Okay, so we have the book. We just need to assign someone. This is one part that I've kind of been aware of, is your lords have certain knowledge, and when they die, how I took it is, they can die along with it. Okay, so yeah. However, when that lord dies, all benefits of the knowledge will be lost. So that's interesting. We're going to have to figure that out. So she's reading it. Shows that she has the book here. Oh, so the tasks must be this. Similar to queued tasks, with like Sims, for example. So he'll prioritize getting that reward, and it looked like it was the 5 rings. Okay. So you can have trade with neighboring civilizations. They must be in the same state or have friendly relations. Cool. I wasn't even aware of that. Oh, wow. Okay, so fairly decently sized map. Moon Lake, sign. Choose your king as a hunting partner. Cool. So I guess we're going to go on a little hunting trip together and increase our relations with them. He's doing his thing. Okay, so it says buying moonshine, so that's going to be the civilization that you have picked. So they're going to buy moonshine. Set up a trade agreement, 15 for 59 gold on a daily basis. Okay. I don't know what happens if you can't meet that, but go ahead. Alright, so it looks like they agreed to our trade agreement. Signed in the presence of the bishop. Guess that's the notary. Relationship is improved. City's budget will increase and their city will develop. Okay, so sounds like because we set up a trade deal, they're obviously going to benefit from it too. So I can see how the intrigue might come into play here if we set up trade deals and we're benefiting these other civilizations or, you know, noble houses, where eventually that could become detrimental to our own. Oh, Holy Sophia. Alright, so we have bandits. I did see that there was going to be a defensive mechanism to this, so that's pretty cool. Must fight back. So let's hit army. Hire some warriors. Okay, so it looks like we can use prisoners, peasants, or hiring mercenaries. But if we hire mercenaries, we'll need a cooldown delay for them to get to where we need to be. So, I guess we'll hire one of these guys. And by one, I mean 3. Okay, at the squad, we have 1 weapon, 1 armor, 1 shield. We're going to add these, I guess. Now, it looks like we have armor too, but it's not going to let us use it. So, 6 warriors, 6 weapons. Perfect. Oh, looks like it was just a point and click there. So we have a band of 7. Looks like our nobles get full kit. And these guys don't look that well put together. Nice. Got some XP there. Leader has been vanquished. Warriors will capture and take hostages who survived, and the peasants will bring them into the settlement later. Sweet. Looks like we have... oh, Forest Bandit Camp. And we can just go straight into attacking them. Victory chance 81%. Guess that's good enough, huh? So they're going to go off and fight that. I don't know what they're going to do with the bodies, if there's like a pit. Takes him. Oh, we got like a funeral pyre here. Click the battle icon. Okay. Do we get to watch it on the map, or is it more Crusader Kings? Balance of power. Yep. Crusader Kings vibe. You can retreat from the battle if it seems unwinnable. Play out the battle automatically, or personally command your squad and comp. Oh, that's awesome. I like that you have that option. So we can battle on map. This is very obviously Crusader Kings on the balance, but looks like we have some elements of Total War as well. So we're going to battle on map. take out these little dagger wielding menaces. That guy went down fast. This guy seems to have high skill. He's blocked a lot. Capture these guys. Floyd dead. Okay, so we captured 1 and 2 escaped somehow. Well, hey. There you go. That's the tutorial. Let's see. If you don't know where to start, hover your mouse over the red problems flag in the top left corner. Perfect. Okay. So I suggest we start a new game. If that's the tutorial. Didn't seem that in depth. So what do we got here? Manners. Oh, like literally manners. ERS. Okay. Diva. Teaching. Trade. Seems like a decent balance. Well, it seems to be like their race. Crimson Empire. Barbarians, I'm assuming. Martial power. Tanaya. Oh, they're all crimson. Okay, once a great culture of the initial founders. The downfall. Okay. So it looks like they have different values. And it looks like they have xenophobia as well against the Varn. And these guys have xenophobia. Okay, so looks like you can probably link up with other clans, but certain ones you can't. That's okay. We're going to leave it for now just because I don't know what real life is at this point. So let's go ahead and hit continue. I think for the sake of realistic, you know, advantage, we're going to go by the coast, and we're surrounded by 2 bodies of water here. I like that. You can start the game as an independent province or immediately create your vassal kingdom by annexing neighbors. Also create similar kingdoms for other kings by selecting their province and expanding their borders. Okay. I guess we kind of surrounded ourselves with not our same type. I guess we have some Khaden down here. Navarn are peaceful, so we might be okay here. Change it up. Dark mode it. Set up your and other provinces. I don't know. We're just allowed to like unlimited select these for now. I'm guessing there's going to be a point system in the future maybe. We're going to start independent, and then I think we can take over these other places. Because right now this would be like our vassal village over here. So let's start independent. Okay. Try to survive for 50 days. We're going to go no crisis for now. Normal. We're We're going to leave modifiers without anything. And I guess these are the starting scenarios. So, noble family has been captured by bandits. Victim to nectar. Dependent on consuming nectar. Okay, that seems to be some type of drug. Swords path. Stand for yourself. A decent amount of weapons. Okay. It seems like a lot of these are just additional challenges once you kind of figure out how to play the game. You start with prisoners instead of peasants. Okay. Whole family's been captured by bandits. Well, I mean, we can start with the prisoner one. You can also choose no scenario. But let's get a taste of that.
Nearly 200 years have passed since...
We've seen that, so we'll skip. Okay, so looks like you automatically start off with some buildings. That's new. And it looks like it's trying to give us some tips here on construction. Plop a church down there. Let's do brewery. Do a rutabaga field. And a lumber mill. Let's see, we have a market. We're going to avoid the nectar, apparently. Tavern for our citizens. You can put that over here. I don't know if I can just build a bunch of stuff and then they build it as they go. Guess we'll find out. Start with that, I guess. So let's assign. We already got him assigned. All right, so they should start building. We have forest bandits here. And we have, looks like Kara is in captivity. So that's the scenario I guess we're playing. Okay, so population of 54. So yeah, I guess we'll go just with the population increase one for now. I don't know if you get to choose more later. Gotcha, okay. So that's similar to Crusader Kings. It's your ambition. Building needs a manager. Guy. 100? I think our brother here is going to handle like production style stuff. That's what we're going to assign him for. Okay, so lords can leave their families who have disowned them, and they can join us. That makes sense. Don't know. Not sure like what doubt or faith is. Like the doubt lowers. It's a fanatic become a regular believer. Okay. Let's do that. I don't want a bunch of religious fanatics. I have him trade real quick. We can make beer. Or we can do flavorful ale. Let's see. Say we do a hop and beer field. There's bartering. Do it. And then I think that was under what? Knowledge? Oh, we have to have a library, so we'll wait on that. Who's this guy? Guessing this is the guy that's... Yeah, here we go. Looks like those are some of the lords that we can either hire or grant titles. So, let's build another lord's house. Not exactly sure if I even want to hire him in here. Yet. It seems like we need to keep this somewhat high so that we continue getting a caravan. Okay, so we can build roads. It increases their movement speed, so we'll do that later. Then we do need to start getting our barracks put together. Used at a mill. Guess we'll just have these guys spend time together. Bar fight happening. Wouldn't be a real bar if it wasn't a bar fight. Don't know if we have scaffolding. See anything? Don't see anything. See if we can set up a trade route. We have no one next to us. Let's see. Varn being peaceful, we should be able to vassalize them here. So I guess we'll set up our barracks, get some military set up, and go from there. Unite 12 provinces. Claim yourself the new emperor and challenge the church's inquisition. Okay. I didn't know we can only talk to the direct people next to us. I was hoping we'd be able to like get some of these other Caden followers here. I don't know what the distance is for attacking for the archers. This guy doesn't even have a weapon. We're going to try to get Rurik and Malonia getting frisky here so we can maybe do a marriage. Okay, so we were able to get these two engaged, and it looks like Kara is pregnant with our king. So, didn't know that was a mechanic. We learned that. I think that's going to be a good overview for the first portion of this gameplay. Thanks for watching. I'll get a little bit more involved and make sure I know what I'm talking about on maybe a full review of the video. Until next time, guys, see you around. Thank you for subscribing.